Hi everyone. So our first day of class has been fun. So obviously we didn't have our link working. So what I'm trying to do as I'm waiting for that link to start working is I'm going to start making this video, which is just basically going to be what I was going to do as an introduction to this course. So I'm going to go over some of the very important parts about this course. Some of these things you guys already know because you've taken a course previously, but because this is a new modality, meaning this is a new way this course is running, so we need to make sure that you do get this information, which is going to be new and different from previous terms. So what this course is our online real time, okay? So this is different from what your regular online classes, what you would link in every day. And it's also different from the online complete form, which is called asynchronous one. So we're going to talk a little bit about that as well. So please make sure you do watch this video completely. Okay. So the first thing that I want to talk about is, if you guys don't know about me, if you haven't had me as an instructor earlier, I've been teaching at Northwest since 2009, and I mostly teach maths and sometimes some science as well, mainly biology. Since I've been in the college, I have taken on different roles. Started as a tutor, instructor, strategist. I was team lead, and then I worked as a student success advocate for a very short period of time as well. At home, I have two boys, a little one and an older boy who's going to grade 5 right now. And most important to you guys as to how you are going to contact me, it is via my email. This email is also on Moodle, and you guys have been getting emails from me already, so you can always reply back to that one. Once you email me, I generally do email that day, but please do give me 24 hours to respond, just in case other things are going on. My schedule itself this term, I'm teaching this modality, which is in the morning, where we meet twice a day. So the 20-1 and 20-2 run consecutively. So I will be teaching those in the morning times. So on Tuesdays and Fridays, I'm with you guys, and on Mondays and Thursdays, I'm with 20-2. Then this is what I'm teaching off campus. And then I go to campus to teach two courses, which is Math 10C and 20-1. Now, just want to be a little clear with all the different modalities that we have here, and make sure you guys know which the course that you've picked is the one that you intended to go into. So there's 3 different ways this course is taught. One is completely online anytime. So there is no set classes or instructions and that's the online anytime. If you go on to the program guide, that's what the name would be called. Right now, you guys are in online real time, and that's the one that we are. This is basically a structured online anytime class, okay? And then there is in person, where we meet every day face to face. All 3 of them are running about the same time period. The online anytime does tend to get a little bit longer to finish. However, because you're self-paced, you can finish at any time. You can finish it sooner or later. These other 2 modalities, this one where we are and face-to-face where we go in person, they're very structured, like we said. So they run from a certain date and they end at a certain date. So the final exam is on the 13th. Schedule for online anytime, completely flexible. Nobody's telling you when to do what, when to do your assignments or exams. For the other 2 versions, our version and in person, the course is set. So because we are time bound and we have certain off days to think about, weekends to think about, all of them, so the instructor, which is me, and the other instructors, we have set a schedule. Okay? So the assignments, the quizzes, the exams will be set on those days, and they cannot be moved. Okay? For the study, like I said, this is self-paced, online anytime, and learn basically with the help of the student solution manual, and there are lots of videos in each lessons which are embedded in there, and I will show you in the video as to where they are. And then for online real time, which is you guys, you spend 2 days a week with me about going over material, and that is considered 40% of the time. The rest of the time, you guys are expected to learn on your own. Again, with the same kind of help that is given for online anytime, which is the videos embedded in the lessons and going through the teacher solution manual. So there is quite a bit of self-learning involved in this course. In person, again, the instructor is responsible for providing all the instructions, whether it is in class or on Wednesdays there's a flipped class where basically there's videos that the instructors will provide for you to learn that lesson. Okay, so big difference at this point right here. So I hope you guys know that this is what you're coming in for. You are going to be responsible for learning 60% of the course. So the days that you're not with me, you are expected to learn the material on your own. Okay. The assessments, which means the assignments, exams, quizzes, all of those, how does that differentiate? Online anytime, they set their schedule, so they decide when they need to submit their assignments, when are they going to take the quizzes, when are they going to set exams. Online real time, us guys, that's us right now, I have set up all these exams and they're already on the schedule. They will be on Wednesdays because we only get 2 days a week, so we can't have exams on those 2 days, one of those days, right? So all exams are set up on Wednesdays, and this is for all online real time, not just for math, not just for this course. All math courses, all science, English, they're following this same guideline. Assignments, when are they due? Quizzes, when they're due, they're all set by me. They're on the schedule. So right now, the only thing on schedule that I have firmly set up is the exams. But as I'm going through and I get a feel more of this course, I will set up the dates for quizzes and assignments as well. The first unit is done, but for the rest of the units, I will plan and update the schedule as I'm going. Same thing will happen for in-person students, except that they won't be writing exams on Wednesdays because they don't have an in-class on Wednesdays. In terms of tutoring or help outside, I just want to kind of focus on this as well. There is, for online anytime, there are instructor and tutorial centers there to help them. There is an instructor dedicated to the course. You make an appointment with them and they help you with the course as needed. Whereas for online and in-person, because we're teaching, we don't have that much free time available, like open time, because we're in classes, to give help outside class at any time. So there are certain office hours that I will set on some days that people can make appointments with me so that I know if I'm waiting for someone. But there is always the tutorial center available for all students, whether it's in person or it is via online that they can access. Okay. So for the online real-time schedule, there are instruction days. So like we said, we have 2 days that we need. The other days are called flex days, which means there's really no schedule. Even though I have put one in, that schedule is up to you guys to keep up. So it's called independent work. You do the work when you have time, as you have time. But if you want to be able to do if you want to match up with what I'm teaching on those instructional days, because on those days I will say, okay, let's review some points from the previous lessons that you weren't with me, and then I would probably introduce the next lesson so that you have an idea of what's coming in for the next ones. So that's the idea. So if you're not keeping up with the schedule that I have set up, chances are you're not going to benefit from those classes that I'm teaching anyways. And then on top of that, you won't be able to do your assignments or quizzes as they come up, and then also the exams. So the schedule, even though the timing is not really there, we do have to kind of match up with that schedule. Okay, and that's one of the reasons this course was set up. It was set up so that otherwise students can go into online anytime. If they don't like the structured class, they can do as they want. It's then online anytime is a good fit for them. A lot of times students will come to this class, it is because they do like that independence of not on the flex days, but at the same time they need a little bit structure to keep them in line so they can finish the course on time. Okay? So this course will have assignments. They will be written and handed in. It will be different from what you have guys done earlier if you have taken an online class with me earlier. These assignments, I will be giving multiple shorter assignments that you will be working and showing your work and submitting them on Moodle. So you need to know how to put them in PDF and put them in. These ones, they will count a lot more this time for this course, okay, along with the quizzes. The quizzes are not going to have multiple attempts. Most probably we will do one quiz, a timed quiz, or maybe two shorter ones, but you will only have one attempt for it. So this time the assignments are also going in, but we'll try to balance it out with quizzes. Then you have your unit tests, which will be again timed, and then we have a final. The breakdown I will show in the next video where I'm going to go over the Moodle, so that will be the one. Where will you check your marks? Not on Moodle. Even though a lot of times you're submitting your quiz and your assignments in Moodle, you are doing your quizzes and exams, the Moodle mark is not going to be accurate. That's just a way for us to get the assessments. Your marks will be more accurate and reflective with the correct weight on them in MyQuest, okay, where you find your schedule. Do you have to buy the book? It is up to you. The workbook along with the teacher solution manual is on Moodle. You can buy it online or in person. Some people have tried printing it, but it's just too expensive. Or you can keep taking your own notes. It's best for you. You guys decide what you want to do with that. Okay. So my Moodle video, I will make another one because this will become way too long. Is going to be the one that will tell you all the information about where to find stuff. If you're a repeating student, you may already know these things. If you're a new student, then maybe this would be the Moodle video would actually be really helpful. Exam policies, there are no rewrites. So you write the exam on the date that is given to you. The exam will be open from 6 in the morning till a minute before midnight on the exam day, which is on Wednesday. You will see it on the schedule. You have a certain amount of time to write the exam. Everybody gets 80 minutes, okay? So this exam is built for 53 minutes, but everybody gets time and a half, which means anybody who has an accommodation for time and a half, you are getting it already. Plus everybody in the class who doesn't have that accommodation is also getting that. If you have any other accommodations, you need to talk to me. Certain ones can be addressed online. The other ones would mean that you would have to go in to the accommodation center to write your exam. Okay? So please email me if you have any other accommodation other than the time issue. Let me know about that. You need to get 65% to get into 30-1. If you get 50%, you then get to go to -2, not 30-2. If 30-1 is the course you need to go into, you need to try again. My recommendation is always based on that how consistent the performance is. So if a student is consistently performing at a 63, 64, they're not ready to go into 30-1. You need a 65. If there was a major issue that caused that they were doing really well in the course, they were in their 70s and 80s, but something happened that made them drop, then we will talk about if they're close to it.